Ce jour, 30 août 2023, nous, forces de défense et de sécurité, réunis au sein du Comité pour la transition et la restauration des institutions, CTRI, au nom du peuple gabonais et garant de la protection des institutions, avons décidé de défendre la paix en mettant fin au régime en place.
If you see me in the streets, better holler at me. Seeking for a beat, throw them dollars at me. I don't like defeat, take that away from me. You tryna be like me, you couldn't handle my story. But we gon' let you know, we gon' let you know. We gon' let you know, we gon' let you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, how you guys doing, man? It's your boy MisterJaay, and thank you for tuning in and welcome back once again to another episode of MisterJaay's Reactions. If this is your first time coming through, or if this is your first time seeing this face, they call me Jay. I'm a motherlandian living in the diaspora, and for the past couple of days I've been dropping vlogs regarding recent happenings in my continent, man, Africa. And if you've been paying attention recently, man, there's been a chain of coups that have been rocking Africa, and actually starting from 2020. That's like 3 years. And it turns out once again that these coups are all former colonies of one particular colonial master imperialist, France. And everybody has been talking, and a whole lot have come to light, and a whole lot has been exposed. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, I just want to say, please do support the channel. Give us a thumbs up. The more thumbs that you give us, the more we get the algorithm work to our benefit. And please do hit that subscribe button. Subscribe and be part of the family. I definitely like to hear what you have to say. And the more people chime in, the more we get a straight and forward vision about what we can do on the platform. Thank you once again. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this vlog is actually going to be about the last coup that happened in Africa, and that is by the country we all know as Gabon. Now, starting from 2020, a whole lot of African countries have been kicking out and ousting out imperialist puppets, people who were there not for the benefit or to serve the people, their people, but rather to serve the colonial masters, France, by manipulating systems and things to the benefit of France. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have Guinea, we have Burkina Faso, we have Mali, we have the Republic of Niger, we have Chad, we have Sudan. And all of these countries had their, did I miss any name? If I did, leave a comment. All of these countries had coups, and they kicked out people that were leaders that were backed by France. And a couple of days later, man, the military in Gabon took over power. They ousted out a bloodline. They removed a bloodline, a family that had ruled the country ever since it got its independence. And it had a whole lot of people talking and a whole lot of people being happy. I was happy for once, you feel me? I was happy that this shit is hitting close to home, because Gabon shares a boundary with Cameroon. So everybody was like, man, everything is going to change. That change was good. But fast forward, ladies and gentlemen, we are starting to see, because when certain things happen, we now have to go back, take a couple of steps back, and reanalyze exactly what happened. Because if you ask me, looking at everything, the results, the data, the statistics that I have, I will gladly tell you that, ladies and gentlemen, the Gabon coup was really not a coup. Let me just say that. I know that in the early days, man, a whole lot of people came out and said that no, it was not a coup, and a whole lot of people were like, oh, no, it's a coup, but why not, back and forth. But it's definitely, we can see outright that the coup in Gabon does not come anywhere close to what we have in countries like Mali, Guinea, Burkina Faso, and Niger. I know some of you guys will be like, well, why is MisterJaay saying this? Why are you saying this? What evidence do you have to back? Because I just came off a debate with some of my, because I have these debates that we get into. We talk, we share ideas, man, and we, just grow as one family to understand how our continent works. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Gabon coup it's kind of like a botched coup. What do I mean by a botched coup? And it's not like any other coup that we see around Africa or around the Sahel region. I would say this. First of all, that coup, we could actually see that it turns out that it was, it's like some kind of family issues, man. And I don't want to get into the details, but obviously, when you look at the military leader in Gabon today, you see that he is actually related to the ruling bloodline that was in place. Now, I don't know what happened and what led to him just deciding that, you know what, I'm going to take out my cousin. But that shit happened. And then we have a whole lot of factors who we should ask questions. Now, questionable, we can talk about, the wife of the former president, man, Ali Bongo Jr. And then we can talk about the sister. Of course, we definitely got to look closely at who was the underlying controlling force of that coup in Gabon. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a coup happens because the military is not satisfied that the sovereign is there for the benefit of the general population. And once a coup occurs, a coup that is life-changing, a coup that is going to bring about positively, I'm talking about eradicate the previous regime that was in play. When it occurs, we see that very clear. We have seen this in the like of Burkina Faso, the Niger Republic, Mali, and ladies and gentlemen, it's rather unfortunate. I would say this, man. The one in Gabon, I start scratching my head and really ask myself the question like, was it a planned coup? Was it already orchestrated by maybe a foreign hand? And who knows, maybe France organized this whole shit and France was in on it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the first reason that I would say that the coup in Gabon is not equal, it's not like the coups in Burkina Faso, Mali, and the Republic of Niger is because immediately this coup took place, France accepted the outcome. France does not be whining and bitching about everything that went down within the coup. France immediately recognized the incoming military leader in Gabon, which is kind of like funny because in Burkina Faso and the Republic of Niger, as well as in Mali, she has not been able to accept, well, the one in Niger that we all know, she has not accepted that. She is still to accept the military junta. She just recognizes the now ousted president. She still recognizes the now ousted president, Mohamed Bazoum. So that, first of all, that's light bulb going off. The second reason that I think, and I will say with all conviction, that the coup in Gabon was a botched coup, was actually, it really was not, it's not the same as that in Burkina Faso and Niger. It's that of no anti-imperialism from the military leader that is in Gabon. Ever since this man was sworn into power, I've not seen any kind of pan-Africanist, I've not seen any kind of anti-imperialist mind or ideology or action that this new leader has put forward. Now, if you go to the Republic of Niger, you see that they are vehemently trying to kick France out. You go to Burkina Faso, they want nothing to do with the Western world. But you come to Gabon, man, it's like silence. It's like crickets. So that is actually, that's the second reason why I think it's questionable. Now we can talk about the third reason, which is actually no anti-colonialist ideologies or actions. This man has practically not changed anything. The only thing that has changed in Gabon is that of the president. That's the only thing. Yeah, you guys remember the guy who said, let's make noise? Yes, and he became a meme? Yes. There is nothing like any anti-colonial. Maybe people in Gabon know, but we don't know. And there's not a whole lot of noise coming out of Gabon right after that. So ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if it's just my intuition, but I do personally think that these people who took over power, this new military leader in Gabon, is still working hand in glove with the imperialist France. The next reason that I personally think that these coups we should not even be calling the Gabon situation a coup, because it's like changing hands, like taking A back and putting the same replica of A. And that is, we have not heard of any constructive, serious approach to the changes that are supposed to be made. The military leader in Gabon, we have not seen him put anything forward. Now, I don't know if he's a shy leader. I don't know if he's a shy general. Like, I don't know if he doesn't like to speak. But when somebody takes over power for the sake of changing the dynamics of the country, they usually come out being vocal. Like you see the military juntas in the Republic of Niger and Burkina Faso are doing. But this guy in Gabon is not doing anything. We've not heard of any changes that he has in mind, any plans for the Gabonese people, how to elevate poverty, how to bring jobs, how to create more opportunities for the citizens of that beautiful country. We have not heard that. So you ask yourself, was this really a coup? I mean, if you're smart enough, was that really a coup? Of course, you will end up with the same conclusion. It definitely wasn't a coup. It was just a way of changing hands. You feel me? Now the next reason that I will tell you that really wasn't any kind of a coup was that of, man, there has been no call of French administrators to leave that country. Every other coup that occurred, every military junta, every leader actually has called for the expulsion of either the French ambassador or the French military or some kind of thing that has to do with France. But you see, in Gabon, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. It's the same thing now. Again, I would say, I don't know if this general is shy to speak, but I do think that if you came into power to bring about change, you are supposed to let your people know exactly what you stand for. Because as it is, Gabonese don't even know what the military leader in Gabon stands for. Lastly, I would say this. This military leader in Gabon, they have not come out to tell us how they will restructure Gabon. They have not come out to tell us how they will reorganize things so that everybody in Gabon gets a fair share at the opportunities of living a prosperous life. They have not said that. So to me, if you ask me, I will tell you this. That whole thing in Gabon was not really a coup. It's not a coup to change things. It was a coup, actually, let me just say this, a baby coup. It was just, a make-believe coup, because underneath, I could still smell France heavy-handedly present in Gabon. And did you guys see him on the day he was being sworn in? This man dressed like a Frenchman. He dressed so I don't even know what that was. But I want you to chime in, leave a comment, let me know exactly what you think. Was the coup, can we unanimously in Africa call what happened in Gabon a coup or not? I appreciate you watching, man. Your comments matter a lot, you feel me? So chime in, leave a comment. Do not forget to hit that like button, you feel me? And of course, for $0, man, you can join and be part of my family. We trying to grow. I love you guys, man. Peace.
Creation, reaction, God. Big up TRB family. MisterJaay, I see you. I know some artists don't do this. God bless you and your family.